It is March. It's March, and that means March Madness. And there's nobody that we trust more than our chief bracketologist, Mallory Hartley. That's right, it's time for the 4th annual Texas Football Today Bracketology Special.
Checking in.
What the heck's going on here?
I'll handle this, Josh.
The Timberwolves want to substitute a dog.
What are they, nuts?
Dog's a registered member of the team. He practices with the team, he travels with the team. You check in your rule book. Bet you won't find anything in there that says a dog can't play.
He's right. Ain't no rule said the dog can't play basketball. This is a joke, kidding. Dogs don't play basketball.
What's the matter, gentlemen? Afraid your team might get beat by a dog?
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Yeah! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna
Bracketology, the 4th annual Bracketology Special presented by Texas Football Today with our chief bracketologist, Mallory Hartley. Hello, Mallory.
That photo. Where did you find that photo of me?
The internet is forever.
I can tell you exactly where that photo is from. That was back in my my days in Arlington High School.
Is her mic on? I can't hear her, for what it's worth. Okay, good. Okay, I wanted to make sure other people can hear you.
Yeah, it was back in my Arlington High School days.
Yeah.
Not good days. Great days, actually.
I don't know, I was going to say. It's Mallory Hartley, and you and I were talking in the break before the documentary series Air Bud made an appearance. You have been locked in on the brackets.
This is my favorite time of the year. And I'll say this. I think this is the reason why you keep me around. It's not for my interviewing skills. It's not for my hosting skills, not for my recruiting knowledge.
No, absolutely not.
It's for my breakdown of my bracket every single year.
We basically, we keep you on board and have you on the payroll for times like this.
Yes.
So, let's take a look at the 2026 NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. The bracket was revealed last night. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, I'm your overall take whenever you took a look at the bracket and it was revealed for the first time. What was your expert overarching thought about it?
Obviously, as a Michigan State fan, I mean, I have to rep in the
for sure. Love
1979 Magic Johnson era. As a Michigan State fan, obviously, my eyes go straight to where we get placed, our seating. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we get put in the East. So my automatic assessment when I saw this bracket was how stacked the East region is. When you talk about blue bloods, when you talk about name brand coaches that are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, a combined record of national championship wins in that region, it's overwhelming.
I want you to consider, and if you can pull up the brackets wherever you find your brackets, but just the top 5 seeds alone, okay? Duke is number 1. They're the number 1 overall seed, right?
Yes.
UConn is 2. And there are people who thought UConn was going to be a number 1 seed before this past weekend.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The 3rd seed is Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
I think we believe here that Michigan State's pretty good. The 4th seed is Kansas.
Yep.
The 5th seed is the Big East champion, St. John's.
We'll take it a step further. The 6th seed, Louisville.
Yeah.
The 7th seed, UCLA.
Yeah.
Name brands of college basketball.
It's a crazy region.
Well, and usually the advantage to being seeded number 1 overall, as Duke is you get the easiest path, right, to the national championship game. I beg to differ that Duke has the hardest path as a number 1 seed.
I think so. I want to ask you specifically about Texas teams here. And when you take a look at the Texas teams, there's a good flavor of Texas teams here in the bracket. when you take a look at overall their draw, are there any teams that you feel like, oh yeah, I feel really good about where they sit, or are there teams that you go, boy, that's pretty rough for them?
I like Houston. I like Houston's draw a lot. I think they got stuck in the weakest 1 seed region. They're stuck in the South with Florida. And what I really like about Houston's draw here is I think they're going to cruise through round 1 against Idaho. Then they'll get matched up to either St. Mary's or Texas A&M. I think they've got the favor over either of those teams. And then for the regional rounds, they get to play at the Toyota Center in downtown Houston. And that, to me, is where they'll most likely have their rematch with Florida. And I give them the edge over Florida. So I really like Houston's draw here.
That would be that's beneficial. One of the things, I will be honest, my alma mater, the University of Missouri, did make the tournament. And did you happen to see where they're playing their first round game?
St. Louis, Missouri. That's why I picked them over Miami round 1.
I cannot believe they gave Mizzou a home game, basically. Like, my brother-in-law texted me, he's like, we're going. Like, my father-in-law are going. It is also Friday night. And let me tell you something about Mizzou fans. They are going to be plenty liquored up by 9:15 p.m. at the whatever they're calling it now, where the Blues play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, too, just going back to Missouri, is that this is a team that hasn't been good in a very long time. And just a couple years ago, I mean, they went winless in the SEC. And now they're a 10 seed in the NCAA tournament and essentially a home game for them. That's why I picked them
Dennis Gates,
over Miami round 1.
Doing work there. I think Mizzou. I'm not somebody. I think people who watch the show know I'm not somebody who beats my chest about my alma mater. But I'm like, oh boy, Mizzou.
Yeah.
Actually, that's right. Okay.
I was gonna give you another Texas team.
Okay.
I think it's worth talking about Texas Tech. They had Grant McCasland on the Bracketology show yesterday, and that was really fun to watch. I'm a big Grant McCasland fan, obviously with the North Texas connection there. I like Texas Tech. I don't have them going very far simply because their star JT Toppin is out. He was Texas Tech, and without having him, I think it's going to be really hard for them to make it deep into this tournament.
I think you're probably right. Okay, I want to give me a couple of bracket busters. Give me a couple of teams that you like that you think could be even in just the first round that you think are upset minded. That some of the upsets that you've got so far in your perfect bracket.
Oh, my perfect bracket. Yeah. Let's see here. I've got Texas A&M over St. Mary's.
Okay. All right.
I think there's a lot of people that are high on St. Mary's. They're kind of that team that does have a good NCAA pedigree, tournament pedigree. But I like Texas A&M's chances. I think they're battle-tested with playing in one of the toughest conferences in the NCAA. And I brought up this point to Powers, and he made me look at it in a different way. Texas A&M ranks second in the nation for overall bench points, which you could say, oh, they're deep. Or you could also look at it as maybe their starting rotation isn't as great, so they've got to
one of the two.
Rotate in. I'm taking it as, they could be pretty deep. They've got guys off the bench that can obviously contribute in a big way. So that's why I picked Texas A&M over St. Mary's in round 1.
Buying it on buckyball. Give me one more. Give me one more upset. One more bracket buster.
I picked. Sorry, Powers. In that same bracket in the South, I picked VCU over North Carolina.
Okay. You picked VCU over North Carolina.
North Carolina, kind of up and down this year. They're obviously without their best player on their team. They've been hot and cold all year. Powers will tell you that. I think VCU is playing really good basketball right now.
Okay, now I'm going to put you on the spot. There's 32 first-round games. Not counting Michigan State. I know you're going to be locked in.
Okay.
Is there one game in the first round that you are like, I'm locked in. Like, I'm jacked up about watching this game?
Oh, there's so many.
You can give me two if you want.
Okay. This one's going to sound weird.
Okay.
Nebraska and Troy. Troy, they just won the Sun Belt. They're playing probably some of their best basketball that they've played all season right now.
Former UT Arlington coach Scott Cross is leading Troy.
Yes.
How did UT Arlington let him get away?
I know. So they're the 13 seed, and they're taking on a Nebraska team. And it might be, to the naked eye, it's a 4-13, right? Maybe not. It's not so interesting. Nebraska's coming in with a chip on their shoulder. This is a team that has gone 0-7 in NCAA tournament games. So they have yet to win their very first NCAA tournament team. And they're going up against a Troy team that's cooking right now. I picked Nebraska, but I could see an upset here.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to be very clear. I read this on the bottom line while I was running on the treadmill this morning. So this is a non-binding statement.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain that Nebraska started 20-0, and then they went like 6-6 the rest of the way.
They did.
Okay.
They're a great team. They did. They started really heavy, but yeah, they ended up dropping a couple.
All right. Now we've got two more things to do. First of all, I want to get your picks for each region and your national champion in the NCAA bracket. So let's do that, and then we need to talk about the team we're gonna lock arms on.
Okay, so you want my Final Four and then my national champion.
That's what I want.
Okay. Out of the East region, I have Duke.
Oh, my gosh. Some Spartan you are.
I have Michigan State in the Elite Eight losing to Duke.
Okay.
But the last time we did play Duke in the Elite Eight, we won. But I ended up picking Duke. Obviously, Duke is injury prone. Their two of their best guys are out. They're being led by Cameron Boozer, who is an incredible player, but he's also a freshman. And, recency bias says that experienced teams typically make it to the national championship. But I picked them out of the East region because I think they're obviously the number 1 overall seed, but I think they're the strongest and they have the best resume.
Okay.
South region, I have Houston.
Okay.
I already explained my reasoning for Houston. I like their odds. They essentially have a couple of home games in their midst if they can make it past the round of 32.
Okay.
I like them over Florida.
Okay.
Out of the West,
go Cougs.
Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona.
Big 12 champions.
I think they are one of the most complete teams in all of college basketball.
Okay.
And the other most complete team in all of college basketball is Michigan.
Okay.
Coming out of the Midwest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some Spartan you are.
So I have Duke, Houston, Arizona, and Michigan in my
in your
Final Four.
And who do you have winning it? Who do you have cutting down the nets?
Don't say it.
I have the Michigan Wolverines.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
I do.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, I got a couple of facts for you, statistics. Because I went deep into like the Ken Palm rankings and stuff.
Yeah.
So this says, the Ken Palm database dates back to 2002, and 22 of the last 23 national champions have ranked inside the top 25 in both offensive and defensive efficiency. Michigan ranks number 5 in offensive efficiency and number 1 in defense efficiency. The top 4 teams remain in the elite group that meets the average Ken Palm numbers on both offense and defense of the past 5 national champions. To qualify in this group, each team must hold a Ken Palm offensive rating of 124.1 or higher and a defensive rating of a 91.3 or lower. Right. In Michigan's case, the adjusted offensive rating is 126.6, defensive rating 89.
Okay.
To take it a step further, I think this is the most consistently best team in the regular season. They've got 2 losses on the year, 1 to Wisconsin, which I think is a sleeper. I think Wisconsin could potentially be a sleeper, and 2 to Purdue in the Big Ten title game. They also have the easiest path to make it to the national championship game.
That's true.
Easier than Arizona.
Play-in team, and then Georgia or St. Louis, then probably Alabama or Tech, and then probably Iowa State in the regional regional final. Okay.
Yes. I almost went with Arizona. Because like I said earlier, I think they're one of the most complete teams in all of college basketball. But they've got a bigger test. They got to go through Arkansas, who's one of the best point guards in the entire country, or potentially Wisconsin. I just think that Michigan's pass is the easiest. They've got the size, they got the depth, they've got the experience, they have the overall statistics that make them one of the best teams in college basketball. And that's why I picked them.
All right.
I feel confident in my pick.
Well, you are the chief bracketologist, and so I trust you implicitly. Now, I think we have one more important thing to do, and that is that you and I have to pick a team together to hop on board with. Now, last year we had a lot of fun supporting the mighty Hornets of Alabama State, right?
Right.
Didn't work out. They won their play-in game in a thriller, like a buzzer beater, to win their play-in game.
Yep.
And then I think they got smoked by Gonzaga or something. Okay. All that is to say, there's a team that you and I need to link arms on, and I've done the research. I've dived into the
I
numbers.
already know, I think.
Who is it?
Is it Miami of Ohio?
No, it's not Miami of Ohio.
Oh,
That's
okay,
too
okay.
brand name. I know they're
It
like
is too
31
brand name
and
right
1.
now.
No.
Yeah, it is too
No.
brand name right now.
I present to you the champions of the Ohio Valley Conference, the Tigers of Tennessee State.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Head coach, first-year head coach, Nolan Smith. That's right, the former Duke All-American
Okay.
is the first-year head coach. They are in the tournament for the first time since 1994. They have the Ohio Valley Player of the Year in, where is his name? Aaron Nkrumah. Aaron Nkrumah. Okay. Here's the thing about him. This is a guy who was playing for Division III Worcester State in Massachusetts, where he was the MASCAC Player of the Year. And now he is leading the Ohio Valley Conference in scoring. He averages 18.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. This dude is a dog, okay? But here's the other reason. They play Iowa State in the first round. They're 15th seed, okay? Play Iowa State. Tough draw.
That's happened, 8 times in NCAA tournament history, of 15 upsets of 2?
And you would look at the numbers and say, boy, this feels like a mismatch. And maybe Vegas sees something, considering Iowa State is a 25.5-point favorite. But I contend to you 2 things. 1, the game is at 1:40 p.m. on Friday, so we could watch it together.
Right.
That's nice.
Okay. Yeah.
2, they are the 36th highest tempo team in college basketball.
So they're fun.
They run. They get out and run. So the average team averages about, I think it's like 64 possessions per game. This team averages 72. Okay?
Dang.
They get out and they run.
Okay.
So that is my pick to click. Tennessee State. I want to link arms on the Tigers of Tennessee State. I think they're gonna be fun. And rooting for Iowa State in the first round.
To be fair, I think Iowa State is the weakest 2 seed. So maybe
It's happening,
written in the
folks.
cards for Tennessee
The mighty
State. What's
Tigers
their-
of Tennessee
Tigers,
State.
The Tigers, yeah.
The
yeah.
champions of the Ohio Valley Conference. That's what we're going with.
Well, hey, and
Are
if
you
they
good
get
with that?
if they get past the round of 32,
Then they're basically going to win the championship.
they could play their rival Tennessee.
And then
In the Sweet
and
16.
at that point, it's basically over for Tennessee. I mean, why even show up to the gym?
Yeah, no.
that
We'll
point.
see who the real Tennessee is.
She's Mallory Hartley. She's our chief bracketologist and the newest member of the Tennessee State Hive. Here. Let's
go.
We're gonna be rooting for the Tigers on Friday afternoon. Thanks for your breakdown.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be here next year.
We'll keep you. We decided to keep you employed for one more year.